Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1098, but I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on how Z-Weezy turned into Lil Piru. I did a ton of research for this video, and I think you're going to like this one. Back in 2019, a mugshot was posted by World Star Hip Hop of a man with diamond teeth covered in face tats by the name of Lil Piru. The caption read, Lil Piru was just released on bail from a Los Angeles County jail. He was arrested back in July of 2019, charged with unlawful possession of a firearm, felony drug possession, and disorderly conduct. After searching the car, police found one loaded handgun, 2 kilos of cocaine, and 19 grams of marijuana. Only 3 months later, World Star would post a video of Lil Piru on bail, flexing what was said to be $100,000 cash, and reportedly he now had a warrant for attempted murder.
Niggas ain't got no money, blood, you know what I'm saying? These niggas broke, nigga, you know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't got no bands, you know what I'm saying?
World Star went on to say sources indicate he is a known member of the Piru Bloods and has been closely associated with the Sinaloa cartel. 6 months later in 2020, Lil Piru would find himself being arrested again, this time after a traffic stop in Queens, New York. World Star wrote reports indicated the 22-year-old rapper, whose real name is Michael Cortez, was in the backseat of an SUV that failed to signal a turn near the Queensbridge houses. Officers said the driver was compliant, but Piru and another passenger became combative after they were asked to show their identification. Police discovered 5 ounces of marijuana and $14,000 cash. A video was said to have been posted showing Lil Piru with his hands behind his back before he was transported to the 114th police station, where they were later released. Now, Lil Piru was a New York rapper claiming the South Bronx, and looking at the tattoo on his right hand, he's specifically claiming the Soundview neighborhood, a notorious area known for violence and the birthplace of sex, money, murder, founded by Peter Rolak, aka Pistol Pete. By 26 years old, Pete was facing 25 charges including racketeering, murder, kidnapping, tampering with the witness, and use of a machine gun. Because some of those murders were ordered by Pete while he was behind bars, prosecutors demanded as part of a plea deal to avoid death, he be housed in solitary confinement. Pistol Pete agreed to the plea, and since the late 2000s, he's remained in Colorado's federal supermax prison, ADX, serving life plus 105 years. After his sentencing, Bronx police put up posters in his old neighborhood to send a message to anyone wanting to live like Pistol Pete. This is the type of environment Lil Piru is claiming to be from, and he's proudly tattooed the South Bronx on his body multiple times, along with his Piru blood affiliation. Now, I'm sure to escape the gritty streets of the Bronx, Piru moved out west to California in pursuit of his rap career. And after landing in some legal issues out there, he's more recently found himself down in Miami, Florida, where he's dropped a few songs and has been seen on Instagram Live speaking with Fly Soldier.
You gotta move militant or you gotta keep a strap on your ass?
Yeah, it is what it is though, you feel me?
Now this is where I gotta call bullshit, because you can only fake the funk so long before that shit comes to light. So we're gonna take this shit way the fuck back to when Lil Piru was Z-Weezy. Zachary Wallenbeck was born in Syracuse, New York, over 4 hours away from the South Bronx, meaning he's closer to fucking Canada than New York City. He graduated from the Christian Brothers Academy.
That's a private school.
And later went to the Syracuse University College of Arts and Science. While in college, Zach was mentioned in a school paper because Krayshawn was set to perform at the university. Zach would go on to say, Krayshawn is such a big name act now. How could people resist? It's a good opportunity for the school. Other students disagreed, saying they don't listen to that type of music, but obviously Zach, or Z-Weezy, was all for a little diversity. In 2012, Zach would drop his own song under the name Z-Weezy after paying for a feature with another university rapper. He only has 2 other videos posted on his YouTube account, both just showing off glittery G-Shocks, as his friend walks barefoot and slides talking about how he doesn't want to work full time.
Full-time job, it sucks. See, that's what I mean. I don't want to work full-time, Zach.
So all that bullshit about being from the Bronx is big cap. The whole Wallenbeck family is from upstate New York, and one of his relatives owned Rodfather's Barbecue and Catering. Now at whatever point Z-Weezy decides to move to Marina Del Rey in Los Angeles County, and this is back when he first decided to get tatted up. Obviously this kid was heavily influenced by Lil Wayne, copying the big ass star on his chest, the Rolls Royce logo, the cross in between his eyes. But if you peep game, on his left shoulder, he had Interstate North 81 tatted on him. 81 goes through Syracuse, New York, but obviously this kid wanted to erase his entire life, or at least his past, so he quickly covered it up with Bronx, Southside. Now he had a shitload of blue tats and at some point in California decided he wanted to be Piru blood, but I don't think he watched enough Gangland to pick the right set. He covered up all the blue shit, stamped Piru all over his body, and some fucking how is claiming Murderland Mafia Piru. Now MMP made headlines back in 2019 when MMP's alleged founder and leader Dante Bailey, aka Gutter, was sentenced to life in federal prison. Gutter allegedly ran Maryland, and more specifically Baltimore, and even traveled to Cali to get permission from the Pirus to form his own subset in Maryland. So I don't know how the fuck Lil Piru is claiming a Baltimore hood, living in Cali, and claiming the Bronx. Not only that, but Lil Piru claims to be a 24-year-old Colombian male when he's on Instagram talking with other 20-year-olds.
Yo, I got no record label deal, bro. I did everything on my own, out the mud, nigga.
That's cool. How old you was, like 27?
No, I'm like 24, nigga. Show some respect, blood. Show some respect, Enzo. Fuck
Hey,
pussy.
you know, real blood. Nigga, I'll smack the fuck out of you, bitch.
But in all reality, he's a fucking 28-year-old white guy. I guess he claims he's Hispanic and his name is Michael Cortez, so he gets an N-word pass. But all that's bullshit. You can look at his gorgeous blonde hair, blue-eyed sister and see his genetics. Now I'm not putting her name out there so y'all can harass her. I'm not showing any of his other very Caucasian family. But his sister lives in Cali and apparently they shared the same California address. She's also flown down to Miami to see him, and you can put two and two together when you see her posts compared to his. And she doesn't even put her last name on social media, which I'm sure is because of how many people have tried to expose Zachary Wallenbeck. Now the dumbest shit I've heard out of his mouth isn't anything about blood or running the South Bronx.
When I was in prison, nigga, I sat in the cell every day, blood. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, blood? I do this for the streets. I do this for New York. I am the Bronx, nigga. Fuck with a nigga, blood. Come on, fuck it, I got it.
But how we ask someone if they've ever been to prison as if that shit makes you tough.
Hey, Enzo, let me ask you a question, nigga. You ever been to prison, nigga? Nope.
But, bitch, have I been in prison?
But I almost did. But I'm never you got VDS in your mouth, nigga? That's how I know you a fucking bitch, nigga. You probably got fucked. Who the fuck
Why you
brags about
going to prison, bro? That's not real.
He claims he did 25 months on Instagram. That's big cap. He was posting on Twitter the whole 2016. And if he was in prison with a phone, you already know this dumbass would have been taking pictures every 2 seconds. Not only that, but the mugshots are fake and the visitation photo is fake. Los Angeles County Jail general population inmates rock blue uniforms. Orange is for high power and keep away inmates, meaning they either pose a threat or need to be separated for their own protection, like Soulja Boy, who can be seen in his orange uniform. Everyone knows dude was PC. Same with Suge Knight. Obviously Lil Piru wasn't smashing shit in jail, so unless he's pretending to be PC, he didn't do his homework on how to fake a jail pic. Not only that, but there's no way in fuck you're bailing out on 2 kilos and a gun charge, leaving the state and getting arrested in New York. We've seen the pattern of people tatting their whole fucking face for attention, and to be honest, it makes me think something is mentally wrong with him. He has no arrest record, portrays a lifestyle he's far from living, and it seems like he just sits in the house trying to come up with a way to redirect this facade he's created. And I think it's just a case of someone lying so much, they start truly believing their own lie. Now I want to be clear, I didn't make this video just as an exposing video, because I could really care less about that. You know what I mean? Anybody that's actually in tune with something, you can look at somebody and you can stop putting things together for yourself. You already know, right? It's all about the image that you're trying to project. With this dude, for him to be talking about he's the big Piru, he's running the Bronx, he's got guns, he's doing this, he's doing that, it pisses me off because, for one, I'm a fucking white blood. And I went through hell just to be able to bang this shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially inside of prison. Like, the amount of fucking shit that I've gone through just over that affiliation is insane. And I know other white homies that have gone through the same shit. So when I see somebody that obviously never went through fucking none of that, you were in college, I was in prison. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big fucking difference. And it just seems like another example of somebody that wanted to jump on the bandwagon and is under the impression that claiming something is gonna make them seem tougher than what they are. But what pisses me off is the false narrative and the false image that's being projected, because what happens on social media is the young fucking kids think this is what I gotta do to blow up. I'm gonna tap my face up, I'm gonna claim some shit I'm really not, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. When you're a white kid that already has money, I mean, his sister travels the fucking world. You know what I mean? When you already have money, you can portray this bullshit and hide in the house because you already have cash. You don't really need to go outside. You can live in Miami, yeah, but you're not popping out in the hoods. You're not really in the fucking streets of Miami. You might as well just be vacationing. You know what I'm saying? So you have the funds and ability to put on this fake facade because you're never actually in the streets. Versus the kids that are looking up to this fuck shit. They're not in that position. You got kids in the inner cities that'll look up to somebody like Tekashi or fucking Lil Piru and think, oh, this is what it is. But then he gets himself killed because he's false claiming some shit, or he's looking like this on Instagram when people know he really not living like that. He doesn't have the funds to hide from society or to afford security. So when he gets caught at the bus stop trying to go to school or trying to go to his fucking job, he gets his shit smoked. You know what I mean? And why does that happen? Because he's accessible. Versus Lil Piru, you barely see him in pictures with people. Never mind any fucking blood. So there's a lot of just this false image is influencing these young motherfuckers. And I mean, this dude's on Instagram Live talking to 4 people. The girl on the live is 16 years old. Why the fuck are you even on a live being that you're almost 30, talking about you're 24, and there's a 16-year-old? Like, bro, I'm not even trying to talk to kids, bro. You know what I mean? I'm 26. What the fuck I'm doing talking to 2019, 18-year-olds? Unless I'm giving them some form of advice. You're talking about show me some money. You ever been to prison? You would have got fucked in prison. I don't know who the fuck you think you is. In Florida, bitch, you would have got a broomstick, a mop stick, and you would have got butt 50. All that fugaziness, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be the one that's like, oh, this. But it's just like somebody eventually has to speak up and call bullshit for what it is. Because there's way too many kids that are looking up to this shit and falling victim to this shit, while other people just get to profit and boost their own self-image because they're mentally fucking ill. And if Lil Piru was a real fucking blood and I got this whole video wrong, well, hit me up, bro. You only in Miami. It ain't nothing to link. And I know plenty of people in Miami. So, you know, if I'm wrong and we get in contact and, you know, you put me in contact with your people, your MMPs or whatever it is, we can figure it out. I'll smack the video down if I'm wrong. But if I'm right, come on, bro. You a grown-ass man. You older than me. And you claiming to be a Hispanic 24-year-old. Shit's crazy, but hey, it's 10 out of J. Don't be like Low Piru. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.